I mean, does this fight feel bigger than others, or does every fight just kind of feel the same for you at this point?
So far in my career, every fight's been the most important fight, honestly, and it's just like this is a huge matchup for me. This is a really skilled opponent, and yeah, man, it feels bigger than others, honestly. It really does, and the more of a statement I can make in this fight, the closer I can get to a title, and that's always the main goal for all of us fighters, anyways, is just get to that championship belt as soon as possible and the smoothest way as possible, and hopefully I can make a statement and make a campaign towards that title shot or a contender shot.
Your teammate stole the co-main event from you, man. Did you let him know you're not going to stand for that?
Yeah, no, I love it. I love that he has an opportunity to be the co-main event. Jonathan deserves it, man. He's been working his butt off. He's been working really hard, man, and it was really cool. I knew when the main event dropped off, I immediately texted my manager, and I campaigned for me to try to get that main event spot. I was like, hey, 5 rounds suits me well. I have really good cardio. I believe in my cardio a lot, and I was hoping for that 5-round spot. And I was like, hey, I hear they're not. This is the internet talking, or Twitter talking, but I'm like, I hear they're not booking the Strickland Cannonier fight or replacing the fight for it. So it's like, we're the top ranked on this card, and I was like, I think the main event spot will suit us, and I was like, if you guys can campaign for that, please do. And they replaced it with the Grasso fight, and then Jonathan got the co-main event, and then we're kind of worried about that when Neil Magny and D-Rod came on. We're like, all right, well, who's going to co-main event it now? And I'm like, as long as it's one of us two, man, I don't really care, man. It's just great that to see him get the opportunity, and hopefully on one of these few upcoming cards we can keep working up together, and he can main event a card and I'll co-main event it, or vice versa, man. So it's really cool, and I feel like people mistake me and Jonathan constantly anyways for each other. So it's one of those things that it's like fun. It's funny anyways, because they're like, Brandon Royval's fighting Brandon Royval's fighting twice on this card, or like whatever it is, or Jonathan's fighting twice on this card. So it's hilarious, and it was really cool to prepare with him this whole entire time.
You guys have slightly different interview styles, though.
Yeah. I don't ever shut up, and Jonathan's super quiet. It's so funny though, in like real life or whatever, he's just like the funniest person you'll ever meet, and just like really outgoing, and I wish he'd break those barriers, because oh man, he's an incredible person, man, and he's hilarious, and he's one of the funnier people I've ever met. So it's like, if he's ever able to get comfortable, and I'm hoping they keep giving these co-main event spots or these main event spots where he's doing these medias and making the proper call outs and stuff, and you can just see this kid turn into a superstar, because that's what he is, man. He's a superstar, and he deserves all these spots and everything that's going towards him, and it's cool to see him do it without having like having to not be himself, and like he's still like, when I first met Jonathan, he came to the gym, I couldn't even believe he came to a new gym because how quiet he was like the first week, and he would just sit there and he'd be like, oh. Yeah. So to see like to one, get to know him, and it didn't take me long to break the barrier with him, because I don't ever shut up, and so it didn't take me long to break the barrier with him, but yeah, I just hope you guys really get his full personality one day, because that's an amazing kid, and man, I hope that like he gets all these interviews in the world so he can get better at it, and make the proper call-outs and just navigate his career the way he needs to.
That's awesome, man. Those are good, kind words. All right, so we talked ahead of time. I mean, obviously what Asker's style is like, but what are you expecting from him? I mean, we know you for exciting fights. Like, can this be an exciting fight, or do you feel like, man, I got to get ready for a grind in this thing?
Oh, it's gonna be both, man. I want to grind. I want to grind. I want to like prepare to grind him out, and I think we talked about it. Just put out that Steve Fontaine mindset of just, I'm gonna fight, and I want to make it hell for both of us. And it's like, if I feel the hell, and if I feel the pain of a fight, then I know he's feeling it. And it's like, I want to put us both through hell, and I want to come out the top person. And that's the whole entire goal of this fight: is just drag us to hell and come out lighting that fire. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously, we got to see everything plays out, and you laid out how the division is. Do you have a prediction for how the fourth fight goes in the championship matchup? Do you know who's going to come out of that one?
Yeah. Brandon Moreno's going to win, and they're going to hold up division, have a 6th fight, and that's just my luck, and that's what it's going to be, I don't have a necessary prediction, but knowing how everything's going to shape out, Brandon Moreno's going to win, and they're going to fight 6 times in a row or 5 times in a row, however many times they fought.
Do you think you win here, you make that statement you want to make. Do you think you try to get on that card maybe to like kind of, be on the same schedule or be available as a backup or whatever?
I think Pantoja got the backup spot, but ideally I can try to navigate. If I can go out there, get a finish on Askarov, I don't see why that wouldn't earn me a Pantoja rematch on the undercard on that, or not the undercard, but somewhere on that card. You know what I'm saying? And that's the goal, man, to go win this fight and then try to line myself up with one of these guys. The winner, loser of that, or the loser of that fight would be great. Our Pantoja would be great. Or the winner would be even better. But I don't necessarily see that happening as of right now.
So Brandon,
What's up, brother?
what's your sleeve?
What's my sleeve? It's like a Japanese style sleeve of like the temples, samurais, and just kind of like an Asian style, man. Yeah.
What did you think? Like, why'd you do that?
Yeah. So when I was 18, I was gonna get the same exact tattoo. It's just like the samurai and all that stuff, and mainly impulse, I guess. Impulse. I won a couple bonuses in a row, and I remember there's this dude. I followed this like Colorado tattoo page, and there's this dude who was like going as a guest artist coming out from Philly, and I was like, damn, I really like his style. I like black and white art and all that stuff, and it was like, I don't have a fight in the next coming months, and it was like, if I can sneak in this, so I shot him a direct message. That blue check mark probably helped me out a little bit. I shot him a direct message, and I was like, yo, I would love to be your piece of artwork. And then I like went to like one of my dad, who's like, he's like, what is it, he's well thought out. Like he's not making rational decisions and like irrational decisions. Yeah, he's a rational person, and he was like, if you're gonna get it by that guy. So I shot him a message, and then like an hour later, I put the deposit on, and the next week I was getting tatted, and I was like, damn, I can't believe I just did that. Like it was probably the most irresponsible thing I've ever did with money, but also just like the most impulsive thing someone like me has ever done, because I'm so cautious, and like if I make a decision, it's gonna take 6 days, all the above. So it was just like, I couldn't believe I did it. And it was like one day I had 0 tattoos, and the next day I had I'm more tatted than most people I've ever met. So it was just kind of funny how it all worked out. And it was really cool too, because it's like, if I'd have got this sleeve when I was 18, I would have probably had it like stick figure, drawn samurai, all the above. And it's just like, I'm glad I could do it when I earned some money and had the proper tattoo artist and just had the same idea and all that stuff. So it's kind of funny it worked out that way.
Well, I think you made a good decision because it looks dope.
Yeah, I got voted, like, I don't know if this means anything, but like, it doesn't mean anything, but like on UFC Instagram tattoos, I got voted the best sleeve, so I was pretty stoked about that.
That is fantastic. Thank you.
Brandon back here.
How's it going?
I know we have the big flyweight title fight coming up, and usually when you have a UFC champion, the world accepts them as the best in that division. But now that Demetrius Johnson is back and winning, as someone in this flyweight division, who do you consider to be the best flyweight in the world?
The best flyweight in the world is Demetrius Johnson, man. That's the GOAT. I love watching him fight. I think he's probably the most well-rounded. What he does is amazing, and it's like, one day if I win that belt, I want to merge titles, man. That would be ideal, right? Is to go out there and fight Mighty Mouse. That'd be a dream come true. It's fighting someone that's just done so much for our division, our sport, and just someone that's just undeniably probably the best that's ever happened in the sport.
Peace.